Hey guys, what's up? Art is back. Monday, 4:30. Finished work about an hour ago, about half an hour ago. Went to pick up some medication. It's funny, I go to the pharmacy to pick up some stuff, and then as soon as I get home, a couple hours later, oh, your medication is ready for pickup. I'm like, really? Don't you hate when shit like that happens? But that's life. But anyway, hopefully you had a great weekend. My weekend was very good. I sat at home and did nothing except for watch YouTube videos. Make 2 videos of my own. Chatted with Dynamite Kid 100 for a couple hours, which is always fun. Still didn't sleep very well, but that's okay. That happens, right? Right. But something happened to me the other day, and it really, really, really ticked me off. Okay? So, how can I put it to where after I got talking with Dynamite Kid 100, my phone was blown off the hook. And I'm like, I'm watching TV. I don't care what's going on, I'm watching TV. I ain't answering the phone. Phone's blah, blah, blah. And the funny thing is some ringtones are set for certain people. And this one ringtone, like for example, every time when Dynamite Kid 100 phone calls me, he has a certain ringtone. I know that ringtone. If another ringtone happens, I know who's this other person. So I look up. I'm like, what is, I heard the ring. I'm like, oh my gosh, what does she want? It's some girl that I was hanging out with a long time ago. Now think about it. The last time I talked to her was probably maybe like February-ish. She was like, can you come over and hang out for a little bit? Okay, fine. Hung out with this girl for a while. She has a little bit of problems. I helped her move into their place. January, I remember, because it was freaking cold as hell. Doing all that stuff. And I look up and it's like, what the now, so I was like, I text her back. What's going on? I gotta get out of this place. I mean, you just moved in like 3 or 4 months ago. You've been there 3 to 4 months. Why you gotta move out? The person who owns the place, the guy who lives there, he's disabled. He's hurt. So he's self-medicating, being a jackass. But guess what? You knew this shit going in. You knew this shit going into this place that this is going to happen, but you had nowhere else to go because of your own incompetence. Not you. I'm talking about her own incompetence. So I look up and I was like, well, okay, what? So I'm like, okay, is she planning on moving? So she was like, I want to get an apartment. I know I can make $600 a month. $600 a month. The place that you're staying, they're charging you $200 to $300 because you're taking care of this idiot, and you want to move out to a place that's $600. So the question is, the plot thickens. And why would you want to move out of a place? Oh, it's so stressful for you? Oh, okay. So I'm like, I look up, she goes, well, I need your help. I said, there we go. There you go. You need the help. Now I wonder why you need my help. She asked me to use my name as a credit use my credits to get her this apartment. So I look up, I was like, what the fuck? What? Do you know how much? I mean, do you really? Let me roll up my window. Do you realize what you're asking me? Asking me for money is one thing, especially when you don't talk to me for like 2 or 3 months. That's one thing. That's a lot of gall. But you ask for me to use my credit to help you get an apartment? You're asking me to open myself for liability. You're asking me to technically, if you can't afford to pay your place, I have to pay your place. Is that what you're asking me? But I'm not dating you. You supposedly have a boyfriend. He supposedly bought you a ring and all sorts of shit. Why are you not asking that motherfucker? He holds everything over my head. He's supposed to. That motherfucker slaps the ring on your finger. If I've slapped the ring on your finger, you're answerable to me. Damn right I'm holding shit over your head. So I'm like, when I read that text, I was like, fuck no. You owe me money. And how many times you say, hey Art, I don't have any money, but here, let me take you out to dinner. Did it ever happen? No. Let me make you dinner. Did it ever happen? No. So guess what my reply was? Sorry, I can't help you. Why? She wanted to know why. How can I help her? I mean, it's just like me, asking my mom, hey mom, can I use your credit so I can get this? My mom would be like, damn, what about your own credit? I'm like, here's the thing. I'm looking at it like this. That opens me up to liability. Years ago, quick story, she had some legal problems, and the attorney that she had, her long-term attorney, didn't want to take her case because he knows she has a problem of not paying. So he said, I need a co-signer. Me being a dumbass, I co-signed for that shit. Yeah, $1,500, yeah. But don't worry. But I'm like, oh, don't worry. She's working at this bar and she makes about this. She needs it right away. She needs that cosign right away. So I'm like, shit. She works at this bar. She makes like $200 or $300 every other night or whatever, like $400 or $500 a week. Throw $200 for that. Within a couple of months, she should be paid that shit off. No problem. So, long story short, she sacked a lawyer for a reason. She didn't like what he was doing, so in the past, she did some favors for him in lieu of payment. Okay? So then so what happened? She didn't like what he was doing, so she went to the judge and called and basically put a motion out for that shit. And so what happened? The judge, he was trying to, and the judge looked at him, and he had to run away. And the thing is, they can't do anything, but it was one of those kind of things. They couldn't do anything to the guy, but that was some shady shit. And of course, she did that so that way she don't have to pay him. Months later, that idiot lawyer comes to me and said, hey, Mr. Warren, I was this person's attorney, and you co-signed for a fee of $1,500. I expect you to pay it. I said, did you contact her? He goes, no. I cannot reach her. Well, I tell you what, I'll give you her number, and then you contact her. I'm not paying for shit. Well, according to the contract according to the thing you signed, I was like, want to tell you something? I was like, dude, you're barking up the wrong tree. Didn't she try to charge you for sexual molestation or some shit like that? But she wanted. I'm like, it's like this. She put that shit out in the court. Even though that you escaped that shit, you can't do anything. You take me to court, I'll bring that shit up. See us. So of course I didn't have to pay, but I was put in that situation. That bitch put me in a situation, even though I was able to get out of it before. A lot of other problems with that girl before. I was like, I'm keeping my distance from her. It would have been different if she was calling me up every couple minutes, a couple of days. Was like, hey, how you doing? Or once a week. Hey, how's everything going? How's your family? Whatever. But guess what? I haven't heard from her for 2 to 3 months almost. And now you're coming to me and asking for my credit information. So that way you can get an apartment. And when you can't afford to pay that apartment, and the thing is, I'm in my mind, and when you can't afford to pay that apartment, they're going to come after me for that payment. If you damage anything, they're going to come after me. So, of course, in my right and insane mind, I said, hell to the no. My credit's jacked up. And my credit is jacked up. It is. It really is. If you want to know the reason why my credit is jacked up, 200 videos in the past, I explain all that. You follow that, it's a broken record. Hopefully one day I'll delete that shit. But anyway, I ain't putting myself in danger like that anymore. I remember my man Tony, he did a video about how he rented a car to this girl, and this bitch took it to Mexico. That popped in my mind when she asked me that. I was like, oh, hell no. Nope. My credit's jacked up. That's why. Right now I'm going through a repayment plan. I'm going through a repayment plan right now. So guess what? How can I co-sign on your loan? The answer is no. So here's the thing. If you got a girlfriend or a wife, that's one thing. That's up to you. Then again, one of my best friends, his wife, was pissed off that he wasn't giving her money because she'll blow it all. So she opened a credit card up in his name and ran up $5,000. And since she was at home, since she was a stay-at-home mom, she got the mail and just hid it. Then all of a sudden, one day, he couldn't afford to pay the mortgage. So with that in mind, I don't sign up. I don't do that for anybody. Even if my brother wanted me to co-sign, I'm like, nope. Ask mom to help you co-sign that shit. I ain't co-signing nothing. That's the story. That pissed my ass off. After I had a good ass conversation with Diamond Kid 100, this happened. And I was like, oh, hell no. I wanted to go out and drink. But did I drink? No, I did not. If you want to know why I don't drink, there's 200 videos in the past that kind of tells you all that stuff. But anyway, with that being said, using your own personal credit to help other people put yourself at risk, I wouldn't suggest it. And I hope you don't either. So now I bet you. Now the funny thing was, I called her a couple days ago. I called her like yesterday. Of course, she's not taking my phone calls. That kind of tells you something. But anyway, with that, I'll bid you good day. It's almost dinner time for me. So about 6 o'clock dinner will be ready, and try to figure out what to do for the rest of my night. Picked up my meds. My niece wanted some Cheez-Its, so I bought her Cheez-Its. That girl's spoiled. But I love her so much. But anyway. Talk to you guys later.